Yao Ming.
And that's the player introductions completed. So in just a few moments, we'll be back and ready for action. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have a Monday night of basketball for you. This is Brett. Hey, Allie.
Rudy Gobert has had his skeptics. He said, quote,
Good stuff, Allie. Thanks. So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves, filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. And for Detroit, it's Cunningham and Ivy at the 1 and the 2. Durant out there with Isaiah Stewart. And it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward position. And Clark, for just about every team at this time of the year, optimism is running high. That's the magic of the early season.
Couldn't agree with you more. And soon enough, BA, we'll find out which teams have a right to be optimistic and can earn the right to be considered contenders. It's always fun to see which teams take that next step towards being playoff ready.
And here's Cunningham outside. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And I'll tell you what, that's what being unselfish is all about. Ivy finding the open man.
Outside McDaniels. Pass to Edwards. Now Gobert. For 3, Conley. No good there. And we're about a minute into the first. Here's Ivy, guarded by Edwards. Cunningham outside. Here's Durant. Shot clock at 6. Here's Ivy. No one near him. Durant, no good.
You know, one of the things that sets McDaniels apart is his ability to guard virtually any position on the floor. He creates major matchup problems with that versatility.
McDaniels against Bogdanovich. From deep, Conley. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
To the wing on the left. Pass to Stewart. Outside Bogdanovich. Cunningham outside. Here's Durant, defended by Gobert. Here's Stewart. And good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Conley. It's tipped. Well, if you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. McDaniels against Bogdanovich. Now here's Stewart. Defense right on him. And here's Cunningham outside. The shot no good. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. And now the T-Wolves on the break. And here's Edwards outside. Towns. It's good on the putback.
Boy, good effort that time from Towns on the offensive board, ensuring that his team is able to end that possession with points.
Down low. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul of the game. Diallo's checked in for the Pistons.
First team foul.
And here's Cunningham outside. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gone only 1 of 6 so far. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Outside Edwards. Just 4 to shoot. From 15 feet away, Durant with a rebound.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Conley.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
The Pistons making a switch here. Burks has checked in. Here's Bogdanovich. Good work defensively by Towns.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there. Something you can't put a price tag on. The Minnesota Timberwolves gained last season. Playoff experience. Young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Here's Reed. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
Diallo gets the bucket. So, Clark, would you say playoff experience also raises your regular season play?
I don't think there's any question about it, B.A. I never had a chance in my short career to play in the playoffs, but I covered a bunch of them as a broadcaster. There's a different electricity. There's a different intensity. There's a different feel in the locker room. You learn not to back down. You learn to work through adversity, and you learn to play under pressure.
And the basket by Towns.
When you talk about guys that can score from all three levels, I think Big Cat is right at the top of that list, especially if you condense it to just big guys. He can do it facing up or with his back to the goal. Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throw.
Hampton's checked in for Cunningham. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Prince is checked in.
You know, when he referred to himself as the greatest big man shooter of all time, Karl Anthony Towns certainly raised some eyebrows and sparked some debate in the NBA fraternity.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Here's Hampton. Pass to Bogdanovich. Back to Hampton. Now here's Burks. Diallo passes to Burks. Here's Duren. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
You have to put a body on Duren. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
Here's Noel. Launches it. He buries it from three. And this game is tied up now.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Bogdanovich. Pass to Duren. Outside Burks. And here's Diallo. To the right side. 17-foot shot on the way. They get it again. Anderson with it. Outside Edwards. Shoots over Burks. Chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Tie game in Detroit. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter.
The Timberwolves. 9. Fans, give a big round of applause for your Pistons.
And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, guys, looking at what we've seen from the Pistons, what do you think?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
On the court for the Timberwolves, we've got Jalen Noel. Taurean Prince is out there with Jaden McDaniels. Then there's Mike Conley, and it's Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
No good on the free throw. And last season, the NBA mourned the passing of Hall of Famer Bob Lanier. He played his first decade with the Pistons.
A sad loss for the NBA. Now, he represented them 7 times as an all-star. But for all his greatness on the court, he'll be remembered just as much for the work he did off the court as the league's global ambassador.
The Pistons trailing. To the middle. Here's Diallo. Outside Bogdanovich. Back to Diallo. Pass to Stewart. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And the Pistons lead by 1. Here's McDaniels. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Fires it. Rebound Detroit. And at home for the next game, it'll be Charlotte pulling in to face them. And that's the 3rd game out of 4 at home for them. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the Pistons focusing on improving their scoring. Coach Dwayne Casey said, quote, "This is an offensive league. In today's game, you've got to be able to shoot the 3 because you can't make enough 2s to win. It's tough to defend the 3, so you've got to keep that scoreboard moving." Back to you.
Floor spacing at a premium, Allie. Thank you. You know, with all the dunkers out there, some players make sure they don't don't end up on too many posters. Grant, you ever make a business decision?
Yeah, B.A., you know, I made a few business decisions through my career. Look, as a competitor, you want to make sure that you can play defense, give it your all, contest at the rim when you feel that you can. But when someone like a Vince Carter in the midst of insanity, that's when you make a business decision, and that's a smart decision.
Hayes is checked in for Detroit. Cunningham comes in for Hampton.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
And, you know, stretching out for that one, Bogdanovich showing a little elevation for a guy who typically stays close to the ground.
Conley passes to Gobert. Shot from the low post is good. Gobert's got his first basket. The Pistons have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. And there's the foul. It's on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul of the game. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
You can almost feel the mindset he has. I mean, when the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Pass to Hayes. Bogdanovich against Towns. There's Cunningham with a 3. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. To the paint. Here's Conley. Blocked. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. The Timberwolves trail. Here's Noel. He's defended by Hayes. Inside. Here's Gobert. Some solid defense from Stewart. The Pistons shooting 41% in this game. Hayes, the pass to Stewart. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And Minnesota calls time here.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high-percentage shots.
For the Pistons, Duran, he's checked in for Stewart, and it's Wiseman in for Bogdanovich. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Anderson passes to Edwards. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. The Pistons leading.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
Pass to Duran. Here's Ivy. 4 on the clock. Here's Cunningham. Tries again. And it's Wiseman getting it to go. Wiseman's got his first points of the night.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity, and he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
They're taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the defense and made them pay.
To the inside, Conley. Second chance effort. It doesn't go for him. And Detroit will go the other way with it.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
Oh! What a hammer!
the assist.
And that was special. It's easy to be excited about Duran's future in this league.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Back to Conley. Right side Anderson. Shot to stop the run. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Man, good whistle there. Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Detroit.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far, the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
But how about their scoring in transition as well? That's been a big factor to this point. Are those high tops or track shoes these guys are wearing? My goodness.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Prince is checked in. Here's Duran, and he dunks it down.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Pass to Prince. Outside Conley. 44 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Reed, good.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
Here's Duran. Reed defending. Back to Burks. Three-pointer. Nails it from beyond the arc. Burks has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Hey, you know, after a pedestrian first quarter of shooting, I think they've really turned it up offensively. I like where they're headed right now. The direction is good.
And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Noel, he's checked in for Conley. It's Hampton on the wing. Burks finds Diallo. Back to Burks. Over Edwards. And the jumper from the wing offline. And so it's Detroit, ending the quarter up 10. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Well, Carl, they're scoring pretty easily. What has to change in the second half?
Our whole defensive system right now, because it's just not working. It's not the coaches, it's just the players. We're letting them get too much.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. It was a closely contested first quarter for Detroit. Their biggest lead in the first, 5 points. They really poured it on in the second quarter, building the lead to 10 points. Taking a look at the Pistons, Shaq, what'd you think?
Their efforts in the paint have really paid dividends. It's been a focal point for them, not so much for the other team. That's been the difference in the game.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Without question, Isaiah Stewart displaying his skills today.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
It's Cunningham and Ivy at the 1 and the 2. Bojan Bogdanovic out there with Isaiah Stewart. And it's Duran in at the 5. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. 4-3. Here's Cunningham. And the layup is good. Cunningham's got 5 points.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Minnesota shooting a low 28% so far in this one.
Well, the #1 overall pick in 2021, Cade Cunningham, ended up 3rd in the Rookie of the Year voting, but nevertheless had an outstanding first season.
And Cunningham asked to carry a developing Pistons team. Something you'd know about, Grant. Any advice?
Just keep working hard, young man. He is on the right track for sure, B.A. I know he will get it done. He loves the game, and he has embraced the challenge of making this team a winner.
Well, Grant, looking at the career of Bojan Bogdanovic, he's been so steady.
Yes, he has, B.A. He's really Mr. Consistency. Always averages double figures, always shoots it well from 3. Bojan can play the 3 or the 4, someone you can really rely on as a teammate.
Pass to McDaniels. Outside Conley. Now here's Edwards. He's covered closely. From deep three-point range. And no good. To the middle. Here's Duran. Back to Bogdanovic. Now Cunningham. He's guarded by Conley. Cunningham passes to Bogdanovic. And here's Ivy from the arc. Detroit, no good that time either. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 3rd. Here's Towns. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Showing determination inside. Towns absorbs the contact and gets the whistle.
And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Brent?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
And that one falls for Towns. Well, Grant, in the pace and space era of the NBA, it seems like the rate of free throws league-wide has declined dramatically.
Yeah, I love that, B.A. It keeps the game going. There's a flow to the game, and we like it as broadcasters, and you know the fans love it as well. So I hope the league will continue on this trend. That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
And the Pistons call time here.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Pass to Ivy. Back to Cunningham. Up and over Conley. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Well, I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
The defense tries to stop Conley with the foul, but he shows great poise and manages to get it off.
Conley at the line for 2.
And that one misses.
They're one of the best leaders in the NBA. This team loves having Mike Conley in their locker room. And in Jaden Ivey and Jalen Duren, the Pistons taking arguably the 2 best athletes in the 22 draft. The youth movement is on, and Detroit is definitely fun to watch.
Outside Bogdanovic. 5 on the clock. Here's Duren, defended by Gobert, and stolen by Edwards. Pass to Towns. McDaniels inside. Bogdanovic on him. McDaniels, that's good.
Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, and you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
Right wing. Stewart, the pass to Cunningham. And the call will be against Cade Cunningham. It's his first foul of the game.
Credit to defense there. Adjusts his feet, takes the hit, and gets the call.
Hayes is checked in for the Pistons. Reed's checked in for the Timberwolves. Noel comes in for Mike Conley. Back to Noel. Pass to Reed. Now here's McDaniels. That one doesn't drop.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, if they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Cunningham outside. Bogdanovich up top. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Bogdanovich has got 5 now.
Bogdanovich is a versatile scorer, a threat from all over the court.
Here's Noel. Somehow scores the layup in traffic.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
They're trying to come back in this game. Now, bottom line, it's about energy and effort, exemplified by a possession like that.
Bogdanovich down low. Reed defending. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Diallo's checked in for the Pistons. Burks comes in for Cunningham. Anderson's checked in for Minnesota. Prince comes in for McDaniels.
They're still looking for his first bucket. You can't put all their struggles on him tonight, but he's been brutal.
Prince can't hit. The Pistons have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Outside Burks. Inside. Stolen by Reed. Pass to Edwards. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. Bojan Bogdanovich picks one up.
Anthony Edwards has a great body and knows how to control it. Showing you right there by taking advantage to draw the foul. Boy, you get everything you want from a young star in Anthony Edwards. I mean, excellent all-out energy in every minute he's on the floor. Plays hard and with great intensity, and he's got a commitment to working hard in practice. That is a really good combination for one of your franchise players.
Stolen by Reed. And here's the fast break. Here's Prince. The rebound by Burks.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And it's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here.
Pistons ball.
Diallo right side. Burks finds Diallo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They grab their own miss. Back to Burks. Over Edwards. And again, the Pistons missing. Minnesota's got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Outside Conley. Edwards, a pass to Reed. Now Conley. Back to Reed. Pass to Edwards. Here's Prince. Lets it fly. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And we have to take another look at that block.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
The Pistons making a switch here.
Your Pistons, Isaiah Stewart.
17 seconds left in the third quarter. Bogdanovich with it. Anderson covers. Pass to Burks. Back to Hampton. Stolen by Anderson. The shot won't fall. And so it's the Detroit Pistons earning this break in the action. Up 10. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. We'll be right back with you shortly. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. So for Minnesota right now, Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
Pass to Ivy. Here's Hampton. He's guarded by Conley. Stewart. And Gobert with a block.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots.
Towns with the ball. Outside McDaniels. Shot clock at 5. Over Ivy. No good. A bit long that time. Well, Detroit's shooting about 47%. A nice number. Pass to Hampton. Now here's Stewart. Defended by Gobert. Back to Hampton. Puts it up from 15. And that one good. And the Pistons lead by 12.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
Back to Conley. Tries to break his ice. Rebound Detroit. Stewart's got 8 rebounds in the game. And here are the Pistons. Pass to Hampton. Lets it go from deep. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. And here's Edwards. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. From deep, Conley. Rebound Detroit.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Pass to Hampton. Back to Stewart. It's blocked by Gobert. And he's able to get it back for 3. Hampton. That shot, no good. So Minnesota will take it the other way. It's the last meeting in a 4-game road trip. And Edwards slams it in.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Detroit calls timeout.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert. A main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive angle.
Checked in for the Pistons. Kate Cunningham comes in for Hampton. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Dwayne Casey address the team. He said to his players, you may want to get comfortable with this lead, but we can't afford that. That's when we get into trouble. Just keep executing the game plan and trust in one another.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And it's Isaiah Stewart with a foul. That's his first foul. For Minnesota, they've gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the fourth. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in.
As the game is worn on, I mean, they've had real trouble protecting the rock.
Second personal foul.
Detroit has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Conley against Cunningham. Out left to the wing. And here's Ivy from the arc. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 3 assists tonight.
And something Ivy continues to improve. He's becoming a real threat from downtown.
Tries a 9-footer. That one's wide left.
Hey, the struggle is real. He hasn't found much success with his offense today.
Pass to Duren. And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Reed's checked in for the Timberwolves.
First team foul.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Cunningham outside. Now Bogdanovich. Clock at 6. Here's Ivy. Over Towns. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation.
The Timberwolves basketball.
Time running out for the Timberwolves. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth. Edwards against Stewart.
2 minutes remaining.
Edwards, a pass to Towns. Knocks down the long J.
You know, Towns is one of the biggest inside-outside threats in the league and shooting a great percentage from deep.
Cunningham against Conley. Cunningham outside. Here's Duren. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. And stolen by Cunningham. Here's Ivy, guarded by Edwards. Cunningham outside. Pass to Duren. Stewart with it. 3 on the clock. Here's Ivy. Here's Duren. Reed defending. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
The Timberwolves basketball.
And Minnesota calls time here.
Timeout call.
They're behind by 10. 1:11 left to play in the fourth quarter.
Get up, get up, get up and start making some noise. Here they come. Your Piston dancing.
Present our New Balance Player of the Game, Isaiah Stewart.
Boy, how about the high percentage he shot from the floor? I mean, come on now. It got to a point where you just assumed every shot he took was going to find the bottom of the net. That's how locked in he was all game long.
He had this crowd on their feet almost all night, rewarding their cheers with an electric performance.
And, you know, we need to keep seeing this from Edwards. It's encouraging to see him sink the mid-range J there.
Pass to Ivy. Back to Cunningham from deep. They get the rebound. Duren with the bucket.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Pistons.
All their efforts on the boards ended up paying off.
And just 2 tough rebounding teams, but they gave the extra effort and were rewarded for it.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year. Pass to Ivy. Now here's Cunningham. Bogdanovich on the wing. Back to Cunningham. To the paint. Bogdanovich on the wing. And it's out of bounds. Pistons able to retain possession here.
Detroit ball. Substitution on the court.
20 seconds left in the fourth. Hayes misses. And you never want to say never, but in this case...
Yeah, at this point, I don't even know if divine intervention could turn this around.
A composed and cool effort from Edwards inside, not rushing himself or forcing a bad shot, taking what's available.
Third personal foul. Team second.
There's 10 seconds left in the final quarter. And the Timberwolves call time here. They trail by 6. 7 seconds left in the game.
Here comes the ball, Detroit. Hits the Pistons dancer. Once again, your Pistons City.
Here's Edwards off the inbound pass. No good.
It seems like every miss ends up in his hands. He's been unreal.
Tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many boards in one night.
So we see the Pistons get the win here. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves, but at the end of the day, everyone on their side is happy.
Yeah, happy indeed. The momentum shifted away from them a few times, especially early on. But give these guys credit for sticking with the game plan and finishing the job.
And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports.
I'm too light, I'm a little too thin to win, so I ride that night. You fake respect, you're playing with the wrong one. You're playing with the wrong. The whole run, better watch your back. Little one, that's a bad horse. That's what I keep joking here, and I'm gonna show you what I'm about. Respect my mind. Respect my mind. Respect my mind. Ahead of boys in your house. Respect my mind if we be riding on chrome. Respect my mind cause we get our shine.
And then break it down the other cards, starting with Cash Money Jay. What can you tell us about the other two cards he has running alongside the big three?
Absolutely. So he's got LeBron and David Robinson, like I mentioned. And that's a big thing because LeBron can do it all. You're just looking at cards that can really do it all. That can shoot, that can spread the floor, space the floor, and it's definitely going to be fun to watch.
Welcome, basketball fans, to a very special Veterans Day edition. Up, DA, take it away.
Thank you very much.
What's not to like? Everything makes sense. Rest the players, more practice time, and all the things you just talked about. Maybe, DA, less is more. And thanks for the report. And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Rozier on the wing along with Hayward. Then there's P.J. Washington. Then there's LaMelo Ball. And it's Richards in at the 5 spot. And for Detroit, the backcourt guards are Cunningham and Ivy. Isaiah Stewart out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Duran in at the center. During last offseason, the Hornets decided to part ways with their coach of the past 4 years.
Always a tough decision, and this is a critical time for Charlotte. They've got a tremendous young core. They think their time is now, and they want to make a bold move with the new hire. And with Ivy, he gives you the physical traits you want at guard. Long, strong, athletic, lots of upside.
A shot by Hayward, wide open. They get it back, and that one's good. Richards.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
And Ivy especially effective in the open floor.
Outstanding burst and speed. Plays with a high motor, and he's always in attack mode.
And it's Jaden Ivey with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Hayward against Bogdanovich. Now here's Hayward. He's tightly guarded.
I love how Bogdanovich gets up and tries to annoy shooters, doing all he can to alter the shot.
Ivy passes to Duran. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Ball with a wide open look. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist.
Well, LaMelo Ball in the catch and shoot game. He says, I can get off the ball as well.
Knocks it loose, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Washington. Now, here's Ivy. Back to Bogdanovich. Just 5 on the clock. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Solid basketball.
The Hornets have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Here's Ball. Here he goes. And Ball slams it in.
I tell you, the intuition, the IQ of LaMelo Ball, the guy just knows what to do and when. Nice drive.
Here's Stewart. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Back to Stewart. Outside Bogdanovich. Here's Ivy. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And at this point of the season, Greg, many coaches still are maneuvering their lineups, trying to find the right formula.
Especially the younger teams. There's no real established pecking order, and guys can be wildly inconsistent from night to night. And you have to appreciate the all-out effort Jaden Ivey gives you on the court. He works so hard to find ways to get involved and prove he belongs here.
Now here's Hayward over Bogdanovich. Hayward can't hit.
Well, this is how you shut him down. A tremendous contest against a very skilled player.
Cunningham outside. Pass to Stewart. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham.
That's just good fundamentals from Cunningham. When a guy is that open, you got to get it to him.
The pass to Rozier. Bogdanovich against Hayward. Out left to the wing. And Cole slams it in.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
A different look here for Detroit. Diallo's checked in for Duren. Alec Burks comes in for Ivy. And it's Hampton for Cunningham. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Williams, he's checked in for Nick Richard. Cody Martin comes in for Washington. Kelly Oubre's checked in for Terry Rozier. And it's Dennis Smith in for Ball. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Diallo kicks to Stewart. Tipped away. It's stolen by Smith. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Martin inside. Guarded by Stewart. Martin with the bucket. And Detroit has possession.
2 minutes.
Trailing by 2. And stolen by Williams. To the paint. Here's Hayward. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovich.
Good to see Hayward out there on the floor. For the past few years, this guy's dealt with a ton of injuries.
And it's a shame, VA, because when he's completely healthy, he's proven he's capable of making an all-star team. Consider this. In every season but his rookie year, he's been a double-digit scorer, and he always does it in very efficient fashion.
Detroit making a switch. Hayes is checked in. Here's Bogdanovich to the inside. Stewart misses.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Hayward. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, Gordon Hayward seems to get better and better every year this guy is in the NBA. And the thing maybe that's my favorite about him, he does whatever is requested to put the team in a position to win.
The first free throw is good. Hayward hits them both. We've got 1:23 left to play here in the first. Driving in. Passes to Bogdanovich. And here's Hayes, covered by Smith. Hayes dishes to Bogdanovich. They can't stop the run with that one. For the Hornets, they come into this following a loss to the Cavaliers. Hayward passes to Smith. Pass to Hayward. 6 to shoot. Over Hayes. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte.
Boy, at some point, you've got to realize there might be a better option standing next to you. This guy has not made one basket in this period.
Smith, the pass to Hayward. And Hayward with the stuff.
Well, just tremendous awareness from Dennis Smith Jr. Recognizing a teammate is open, let me make the game easy for him.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. 7-point differential. Bogdanovich against Hayward. Stewart kicks to Hayes. Out to the right wing. Here's Diallo. Misses the wing J.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from. You want to command the defender's respect.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll return shortly.
Fans, give a big round of applause.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Hornets.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
So on the floor for Charlotte to start this second quarter, the guard pair, Ball and Rozier. Oubre out there with P.J. Washington. And it's Richards in at the center filling out the middle.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Oubre outside. On the wing, Rozier. Nailed from three-point land.
That climbing three-point percentage for Jerry Rozier just gets better and better.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. Now, you may not know this, but Gordon Hayward was a two-time Indiana State singles champion in tennis. He says, in high school, I was better at tennis than basketball, but I've always loved hoops more. Thankfully, I was able to grow throughout high school to get to the frame I have now. He has certainly filled out in the NBA. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, he sure has. He's been a terrific player to watch and follow. The injury is significant, but he continues on. David, thanks. He was all alone on that one. Ball's got the lead up to 12 now for Charlotte.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Now, here's Ball. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Here's Richards. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Diallo kicks to Cunningham. To the paint. There's Bogdanovich. No good, unable to end this run. Hornets leading by 14.
And for Terry Rozier, all of his efficiency numbers are way up the last couple years. Here's a guy who's just 37% from the field during his time in Boston.
Hampton's checked in for Diallo.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Bogdanovich dishes to Cunningham. No good from outside. And the numbers of Terry Rozier. As you mentioned, they're getting better bit by bit, Greg.
Scary Terry's three-point shooting is way up. That helps big time. With experience, Rozier isn't forcing things offensively, becoming a much better decision maker.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And different games, different officials. Something that might be called a foul in one game, Greg, may not be called in the next. As a player, how do you adjust to that?
It's a great question, and that's part of being a veteran. I learned early on, you actually scout officials the same way you scout the players. They have tendencies as well.
Stewart checked in for the Pistons. Now, here's Ball. He's covered closely. Stolen by Ball. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Alec Burks checked in for Cunningham. The Hornets also with a sub. Williams, he's checked in for Nick Richards. Ball, the pass to Williams. Oubre inside the three-point line. And again, the Hornets missing.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Ball with it, and Hampton picks him up defensively.
What an exciting young star LaMelo Ball is. Already a fan favorite if he's in the open court. Look out.
Now, here's Duran. He's got 5. Burks can't get it to go. And it's the Hornets' ball. They're on a 13-3 run. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. You know, during his career, Doris, we've seen Kelly Oubre adapt to multiple coaches and teams.
He has, Kevin, and he do that through hard work. Oubre improved his perimeter game early in his career. And now he is very capable of adding offensive punch and defensive versatility to whichever roster he's on.
The Pistons making a change here. Hayes is checked in. And then for Charlotte, Gordon Hayward's checked in for P.J. Washington. Cody Martin comes in for Ogier. And it's Dennis Smith in for Ball.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Your Pistons, R.J. Hampton.
Good on the second free throw. And we all know that injuries are a part of the game, Doris, but it seems like for taller players, bigger players, there can be an additional challenge. Why is that?
Well, think about it, Kevin. If you're a 7-footer who maybe goes between 250 and 280 pounds, playing an 82-game grind with so little time for rest and for healing, the modern game with all the movement that's required, that is particularly challenging for any big man of that size.
Pistons basketball.
Pistons trail by 17. Out to the wing. Hayes the pass to Stewart. Hampton with the ball. Back to Stewart. And the dunk by Stewart.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Here's Smith after the basket by Detroit. Hayward passes to Williams. Back to Hayward. Just 5 to shoot. Kept alive. A shot by Williams, no good.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
Hayes the pass to Durant. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line.
And that's how you want to use your fouls, not allowing him to get to the rim.
Pistons have hit 4 of 8 from the free throw line so far. Folks, that's 50%. Not great work there.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Now here's Williams. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Oubre, good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Stewart passes to Durant. And stolen by Williams. Martin dishes to Smith. Pass to Williams. Charlotte moving it around. Hayward kicks to Williams. Duran pulls it in. Pistons trail by 18. Dives to the hoop, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Really confident handle from Alec Burks. How about the ability to get into the teeth of the defense?
There's the pass to Williams. Stewart with the steal. Burks finds Hayes. Down low, here's Hampton. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
That pass was about the location. Puts it perfectly into the hands of his teammate.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They've got a big advantage. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, Kent. After the first 2 quarters of play, it's Charlotte in control. They lead by 14. Kenny, give us your tip. And that should do it. With the second half about to begin,
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Nice game. Great performance so far by LaMelo Ball.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
The backcourt guards are Cunningham and Ivy. Isaiah Stewart out there with Durham. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Detroit right now. And here's Cunningham. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Ivy. Passes it to Duran. Dishes it to Ivy. 6 on the shot clock. No good that time. Some solid defense from Rozier. And it's Jaden Ivey with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Hornets leading by 14. Ball, the pass to Washington. Back to Ball. Pass to Rozier. They double him with Cunningham. Ball with the bucket.
There is just such enthusiasm, such a love for the game with LaMelo. Shot after shot going down.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And it's plays like that, Kevin, that show you why they are so far ahead. Didn't settle for anything outside and went right to the rim.
Rozier looking around. Here's Hayward, and it's blocked. And he stays with it. And Charlotte turns it over again. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
Pistons trail by 16. Here's Cunningham. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Richards got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
That's a big donut, folks, here. Start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
The Pistons have gone 0 of 4 from the field in the second half. Yet to find the mark. Here's Stewart. And the dunk by Stewart.
Yeah, a natural scorer. Ivy is developing into a tremendous playmaker.
And the Hornets with possession here. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand. Ball kicks to Hayward. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Hayward's got 8.
The fast release makes Gordon Hayward such a difficult check. If the defense is giving him any space, forget about it.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Second personal
It's his first trip to the line.
First team foul. At the line for your Pistons, Cunningham.
And he knocks down the first one.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham. A talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
Diallo, he's checked in for Duran.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Rozier the pass to Richards. Hayward kicks to Rozier. Back to Hayward. Hayward is double. Lock at 6. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. And another 3 for Charlotte.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
Ivy passes to Stewart. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Ivy kicks to Diallo. To the wing on the left. Takes a 3. The shot by Ivy, no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Sometimes the defense is willing to contest that in-between game, and Terry Rozier says, listen, if it's a bucket, I'll take it.
The Pistons working the ball around now. And they will call over the back on the play.
And he drew that call by establishing his base early and then doing a great job with the box out.
Well, just good fundamental basketball. You go hunt a body, make sure you box out. Good job.
Burks, he's checked in for Detroit. Hampton comes in for Cade Cunningham. The Hornets also changing it up. Williams comes in for P.J. Washington. And Martin subbed in for Gordon Hayward. So many electric players in this NBA, Doris. But you think LaMelo Ball is as exciting as any?
He is at the top of the list, but that list is long. Think about a Ja Morant. Think about an Anthony Edwards. The league is in good hands for decades to come.
They get the rebound. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for Detroit. They'll be playing host to Miami for their next game. That will complete this 4-game homestand. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Here's Ball. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Hornets.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
Second chance points have also been a big part of what's happened in this game. Crashing the boards with authority, turning those opportunities into second chance points. Boy, big time on the offensive glass.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
And after winning the 2021 Rookie of the Year, LaMelo Ball was even better his sophomore campaign. He continues to grow his game.
Substitution on the court.
We've got 1:48 left to play here in the third. Pass to Diallo. To the middle. Here's Liver. Lays it up off the glass. And for LaMelo Ball's second year, Greg, where did you see him improve the most?
I think taking on more of a scoring load. Ball's points per game were significantly up. But LaMelo also improved his three-point and free throw shooting numbers. So rounding out that offensive game will be important.
So it's Detroit now. Here's Burks. There's the drive. Lays it up and banks it in. Burks has got his second bucket of the night.
Well, terrific quickness. The burst of Alec Burks looking strong inside.
Rozier for three. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 4 assists now tonight. Diallo, the pass delivers. He kicks it to Hampton. Oubre with the steal. Goes up and finished off by Oubre.
Well, Kelly Oubre Jr. brings such energy nightly, and that's a prime example. Get out, make a steal, and finish on your own. Good work.
Goes up the baseline. Second shot opportunity, and the basket by Hampton.
You're fighting to keep the possession alive, something this guy does so well.
Charlotte's gotten 12 of their points from long range in the third quarter, going 4 of 5 shooting. And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And I know he was pleased with his foul shooting last year. How about 87% from the line?
Well, what we know is LaMelo Ball is so young, but already an all-star. The future bright with a guy who can pass it and shoot it as consistently as he can.
Detroit's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Wiseman. That one doesn't drop. Nice D from Williams. Charlotte's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. And the basket by Rozier.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now. That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Over in the corner, Rozier.
Burks is such a smart defender. He's terrific at contesting shots without fouling.
And so is Charlotte with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. The scoring. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the floor for Charlotte, Jones is out there with Williams. Then there's Cody Martin. Then there's LaMelo Ball. And it's Smith in at the point. Hampton dishes to Wiseman. The pass delivers. Well, Greg, analysts evaluate player performances on the floor, and sometimes we've seen the players fire back. They're not happy with the criticism.
You know, it's a risk you take, but if you treat everyone with kid gloves, you're really not doing your job. The audience expects a level of honesty, and quite frankly, players don't mind you criticizing their game. It's when those critiques become personal.
Joseph, he's checked in for the Pistons. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Mikhailuk's checked in for Ball. Here's Mikhailuk. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on James Wiseman.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
At the line for the Hornets, Mikhailuk.
And the first one drops.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And so he hits both. Now Hayes. Into the lane. Joseph finds Wiseman. Here's Magruder. Goes back up. And off the glass. That one's good.
You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
Outside, Mark. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Outside, Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Smith. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
And another great look at the 2K drive. Second chance shot. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Takes it inside, and Smith with the stuff.
You talk about a vicious dunker, somebody that's got poster-worthy opportunities. You're talking about Dennis Smith Jr.
Here's Livers. The shot, no good. And Charlotte will come the other way. Left side, Martin. Passes to Mikhailuk. Here's the 3, and it's the Hornets, another 3.
And they have been relentless from deep, and you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Inside, Smith. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Pass delivered. Here's Magruder. Martin with the block. Pass to Smith. Here's Jones. And Jones skins it in.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
And in this era of player movement, Greg, we're seeing guys often pick teams on fit or style of play. When they look at that, what are they looking into?
You want to have fun coming to work every day, Kevin. I mean, the money they're making, most guys are going to be set for life. But I think they recognize it's about the journey and who you have the opportunity to take that journey with.
Smith finds Williams. Rebounded by the Pistons. Now here's Hayes. Now the pass to Wiseman. Joseph with the ball. Pass to Wiseman. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. That shot off. Nice D from Williams. And it's the Hornets ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Mikhailuk passes to Smith. Jones kicks to Smith. Feeds it to Williams. Here's McGowan. Offline with his 3. And it's Joseph with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Nice ball movement by Detroit.
2 minutes.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Dennis Smith.
Well, that's the speed and a little bit of craftiness on display from Corey Joseph. So difficult to contain when he's aggressive.
And Joseph drops them both. 1:56 left in the game. Pass to McGowan's. Last year, as we know, the NBA, Doris, named the members of the 75th anniversary team. Any players that were missed that you think should have been on that list?
I mean, the one guy that comes to mind immediately is Klay Thompson, who will go down as one of the great shooters in NBA history. The problem for voters, I think, is the challenge of weighing the accomplishments of prior generations with what we are witnessing today. It is a challenging vote. There's no doubt Klay will be top 100 when it comes in 25 years.
And the Pistons making a change here. Burks is checked in. The Hornets also changing it up. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Williams. And Bouknight comes in for Smith.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Hornets.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year. And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for LaMelo Ball.
What a selfless effort tonight. He's done such a great job finding guys in their appropriate spots.
Pass to Bouknight. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Puts it up from 12. Another shot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
James White, third personal foul. 13 foul.
And he makes the first.
Shooting for Charlotte, Richards, Nick.
No good on the second free throw. And the Pistons with possession here. Magruder passes to Joseph. They grab their own miss. Livers.
Charlotte foul. McGowan, first personal foul. Team 4. At the line for your Pistons.
The first one falls.
Isaiah Livers at the line for 2.
He hits both from the stripe. 16 seconds left in the fourth. Now here's Bouknight. He's covered by Joseph. And here is Bouknight. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Gordon, nice win for you guys tonight. What was the difference?
Energy. I think we play with a lot of energy, passion, especially defensively. You know, when we're all doing our job and we're playing and we're focused and we're solid defensively, we're not really having lapses, we can be a pretty good team. You know, that we don't have to walk the ball up the court, and it's not as difficult on our offense. So it all starts defensively, and I think it all starts with energy down there.
You've become one of the best young defensive teams in the league, Gordon. Thanks very much. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
그만이 배발린 말은 지겨우니까 자 이제 나에게 쌓인 불평불만을 감당할 시간 난 이상하게 여기서 왜 살아있음을 느껴 이런 게 내 삶을 움직이는 힘이라는 게 참 웃겨 이 파티 주인공은 나라고 하지만 너네가 더 신난 것 같아 보여 근데 집에는 가지마 나는 혼자는 더 싫어 시끄러운 것도 물론 봐봐